Hey my friend, today I'm very excited to talk about something very important, buying car. Many of you already know, I spent 7 years in America running auto mechanic shop, training auto technician, as well as selling many cars, new, used on Facebook Marketplace. And I worked in the big dealerships like Honda, Toyota, and BMW. Alright, let's get into it. First thing first, you need to figure out your loan process. Most of the time, we do car buying process backward. What I mean by that, we find the car and then chasing to find the loan. That's totally opposite. You need to make sure you secure your loan, you know your budget, you know your price, and then go find the car. This make your buying process so smoother and less hustle, less stress. Why? There's a main logical reason behind it, because most of the time we decide to buy a car emotionally. It's not logic, it's not rational. We want to buy some sort of car with these options, with this screen, big screen, this kind of rims, or this kind of color, or this kind of options. This is emotionally. You think yourself behind the steering wheel, driving in a highway, you drop the convertible and you enjoying the car. Don't do that. Why? Because when you think yourself in the car, you already fell in a trap in the hands of the dealership. They want to scam you and they want to charge you a ridiculous amount of money because they understand you want to buy a car regardless. You see the car sometimes in the car dealership. Oh my goodness, I want to buy this car. This is so beautiful. Don't do that in front of salesman or inside the car dealership. Do it in front of your husband or in front of your boyfriend or girlfriend, but don't do it outside because they understand this. Oh, this customer doesn't know anything about car, just you want to pay us and we can charge the high interest rate. If you want to buy it through the loan, first thing you need to do, go find your loan. Go to your own bank. Why is that? Go to your own bank and ask them to pull your credit and give you a loan based on that. And when you have a budget, go find the car. The reason you don't want to go to dealer and buy a car and get the loan through them, there's a couple negative things that we don't know. You don't know. First thing, when you go to dealer and ask them to pull your credit, you fill up the application for credit report. They send it to many banks. They know. And those banks pull your credit in the same time. They hurt your credit history and credit score bad, very bad, because they jump in your credit and pull your credit from different side. That's one side, one negative side. Number two, I'm not sure, have you had any businesses, any relationship with other business owners? Why is that? If you had one, you always have some sort of special relation with other business owners. They prioritize you as a first-hand client rather than someone just comes once a month or once a year. You know what I'm saying? Car dealers is the same thing. They send 10, 20, 15 clients to the bank per day. And if bank give them some 5% like a bonus or 10% bonus, they happy to send more clients to that bank because they work with them as far as the benefit and profit. And if they don't do it, they go and find another bank. They don't care the interest rate is high or low. And that bank asks them permission to charge higher interest rate because they give them bonus to the dealership. Basically, you're the meat and they send you as a prey to that hunter. You know what I'm saying? They just get you, they charge you highest interest rate. And there is another trick they use, I realized. The time I was working at a Toyota dealership, there is 3 credit bureau we have. Most of the time when they bring the credit application, they put it in front of you. Hey brother or sister, your credit score is 655. Unfortunately, we cannot do this, do that, do this. And based on this, you're qualified for 17% interest rate. This is lie. Why? This question need to be asked. Which credit bureau you use to pull my credit, and this credit score is based on which one? This is the really crucial and important question you need to ask from dealer. And I'm sure they will be shocked and their eyes will pop out from their head because they have never heard this question asked from the clients. Because most clients, they don't know. You need to ask this. Most of the time, they choose the lowest credit and charge you the highest interest rate. Don't fall in this trap. That's why I'm saying go find your loan outside the dealership. And if you find your loan inside the dealership and if you want to get it through the dealership, ask this question. Which credit bureau they used? 1. Terms of loan. Highest terms as far as the month give you a better rate. Sometimes, not all the time, but most of the time. If 60 months give you 5% and 72 months give you 3%, choose the 70% and pay it off early. This is the trick you need to understand. 2% less interest rate, it's huge saving in 72 months, in 5 years. It's a huge saving. You don't want to pay that interest rate. Just get the longer term. Longer term always has a lower interest rate. All right. This is done. And don't buy warranty. Don't buy warranty if you buy a new car. Why is that? Because new car already comes with a warranty. You don't need a warranty. On top of that, always they try to say, oh, we're going to give you extra things. We're going to give you this. We're going to give you that. It's all lie. Yes, they will give you, but they charge a ridiculous amount of money. Your payment is $650 right now, and they want to charge you $720 because they're going to give you warranty that you already have. You don't need it. Don't buy warranty if you buy a new car. Even if you buy a used car, shop around. Ask them, hey, just wait, let me shop around, let me look around, get some price, and I will come back to you. And most of the time they say, oh, this is the deal, just one-time deal. Just tell them, that's okay, I don't want it. Feel free to tell them, I don't want it. And they will tell you, okay, I'm gonna give you 48 hours. They will tell you at the end. Even if they don't give you 48 hours, you can find the same warranty outside, cheaper, I promise you. All right, we did the last thing you guys do at the beginning. Finding a loan, know your budget. Now we're gonna go to technical aspect of the buying a car. I wanna make it so easy and smooth for you. First thing, before going outside, look at the car, check the car, drive the car. Make sure ask the VIN number. If it's a dealer car, ask for Carfax. Check the Carfax. There is a tip in the Carfax, it's hidden, that I wanna show you and I wanna talk. First, locate the car. Where does this come from? If the car comes from north, you can tell this car is rusty, red flag. You don't want to buy that car. Second, check the repair history. Check if it's consistent. And there is another tip. Ask the owner alongside the VIN number, send you the cluster mileage. Cluster mileage. You want to have that. Why? I bought the Honda Pilot from dealership. I was new and I bought it for one of my clients, and I checked the Carfax. The Carfax was like this: the mileage from 10,000, 20,000, 3,000, 30,000, 40, 60, all the way to 245. And then when he sent me a picture of the cluster, I saw the mileage is 155. And I realized there is a discrepancy between the mileage. And I asked him what's going on. He said, oh, we didn't know this. And basically I was buying a car high mileage, higher than 245 or 255, because on that day they report 255s. It was a year ago. And in the entire year they drove the car. Basically this car has almost 300,000, or I don't know, maybe less than 300,000, but that car was high mileage. And I said, I don't want to buy this car. There is a law, when you change the cluster and your mileage, you need to put a sticker on the door and notify people, whoever buy it, tell the people, hey, this is the date that we are changing the cluster and this is the mileage. You calculate and deduct the mileage the day you want to buy it. You understand the actual mileage of this car. They didn't do it. It's a scam. You need to make sure, ask them cluster mileage and match it with the Carfax mileage to make sure there's no jump and spike in the mileage history. Check the Carfax history and make sure there's no accident. Some minor accident, you can deal with it. Some minor, it says minor accident, you know, bumper to bumper or something scratch, some other car just scratch it. That's totally fine. You can fix it. It's not a big deal. It doesn't hurt your car price at all too. You know, sometimes we need to differentiate between clean title. It doesn't mean always the car doesn't have an accident or have not been an accident. Clean title, sometimes the car have been in accident. If the car is not total, that's totally fine. You can go and check the car. Second things you need to do, hire a mechanic. There is an inspection, it's called PPI, pre-purchase inspection. This helps you to understand the car from different perspective and different eye. If the mechanic with a good experience can check the car, and always ask them for 50-point inspection. What's a 50-point inspection? 50-point inspection basically covers the bumper to bumper inspection, paint, interior, exterior, electric, powertrain, drivetrain, transmission, engine, heater, AC, airbag, everything basically from 0 to 50. You need to make sure, ask them to provide you this 50-point inspection. And after they give you, ask them what are the repairs, what we need to do, what we need to change in this car. If any damage has not been reported to the Carfax, I've inspected the car with the broken subframe and the title was totally clean. Subframe if it's bent and broke, that car is total, is not safe to drive. And sometimes some accident is not reported to the Carfax because owner to owner, you know, they come to the deal. Okay, I'll pay you this much, go fix it. Don't call the cops and don't call the police, please. And they fix the car. They basically wrap up the car, resell it, and you don't understand because you just rely on Carfax. Don't rely on Carfax. Always hire a mechanic, pay them 100, 200, whatever the cost and they charge, but ask them 50-point inspection and their perspective based on the price and mileage and the condition of the car from the mechanic. Mechanic has a good point of view, you know, to tell you, hey, this brand and model with this price, no. This mileage, no. This engine has a lot of sludges, has been used and misused and abused. Basically, you don't want to buy it. Listen to them, write down, take a note, and based on the information that you're getting, and if you can ask them to give you estimate based on the inspection they did, for example, if you need brakes, if you need tires, if you need suspension repair, ask them to ballpark, you know, what's the cost of these repairs, 5,000, 2,000, 3,000, and go sit down on the table and negotiate it with the seller. Do this and you will see your car buying experience becomes so much smoother and easier. All right, my friend, I want to keep this video shorter. I hope you liked it and you learned something. I poured my 7 years experience in this few minutes video. I hope you learned a lot, and if you did, just hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks.